My name is Mikal, and welcome to another making of Trine 2. Today we're going to be looking at the Bonecrusher. He's a big goblin type monster that actually will be a sort of a side boss. Here you can see him in the concept art, and that will be our reference for the actual model. So this is the basic structure that we create in the 3D program, and from here we just start adding details. So right now we're just trying to define the muscular structure, a little bit of the fatty lines, and what actual body of this character should be like. Once we get enough of these details done, we can actually move on and start adding details to things like his face. The butt will stay the same, so we'll just cover that with something else. For example, the feet, we added this lizard kind of toes, kind of the same as we did with the concept art. And with the face, we try to put lots of animalistic details into the face so he'll stand out from the crowd and be more of a raw and dangerous looking character. He looks sort of like a large, really rough type of animal with the teeth and the sabers and everything. So here we can see the horns. We wanted to add these kind of reindeer type horns that split off, and then one of them's of course cut off because of previous battles. And even the shackles, look like he's been in captivity by other goblins or so. This is the basic texture that we put on him, so this is kind of a reference point for the actual texture artists to see what materials and colors and shades we want to use in the final. And actually, this is the low poly model, so on top of this, we'll be putting on the real textures, so we can use this in an actual game, because the high poly model will actually strain the engine too much. So we kind of have to cheat around, so it will make the game actually run smoother. So here we have pretty down finalized textures, and we go to the UV mapping, and where you can see down into more detail what the textures look like and the small details that are put into them. And once we put these back on the model, we can actually take that into the game and see how he looks in the real gameplay. And now we have the final character in-game, the way it will be in the final version of Trine 2.